down. Little ones that have a wife that's leaving me.
We have 250 years of coal. Why wouldn't we use it?
Well, that was an ad by Governor Romney released just last week, calling out the Obama administration for restrictions on the coal industry. The governor's not alone in this worry. On Friday, 19 Democrats crossed the aisle to support a Republican bill that rolls back some of the regulations making up what the GOP is calling a, quote, war on coal. Joining me now, Mike Duncan, who's president and CEO of the American Coalition for Clean Coal Electric, and Bob Murray, who's the CEO of Murray Energy and a former coal miner. He also hosted Governor Romney at a coal event in Ohio a couple of weeks ago. Gentlemen, welcome to you.
Thank you.
Bob, let me start with you on this because this is sort of an untold story of what's happening in America right now. These mass firings, layoffs, and rollbacks in terms of length of employment or payment for coal miners in the coal industry due to what?
Due to the war on coal by President Barack Obama. No question about it. Megyn, it doesn't make any difference whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. You're generally supportive of jobs in the United States. Not this president. He has destroyed 83,000 megawatts of coal-fired electricity. He has closed 200 coal-fired power plants. Megyn, that is not an issue just for the coal industry. That is the 4-cent a kilowatt-hour electricity that he has destroyed while he promotes his 22-cent a kilowatt-hour wind and solar that gets $22 a kilowatt-hour from the taxpayer. This man is destroying the economy of the United States of America. He's destroying low-cost electricity for people on fixed incomes, and he's destroying low-cost electricity for those who manufacture products to compete in the global marketplace, ma'am.
Mike, you're a coal industry guy, and let me tell you what the EPA says in response to arguments like the one that we just heard from Bob. It says that, look, these coal plants are closing and struggling because of competition, because there's a cheap and newly abundant supply of natural gas, and it's the natural market.
Well, the war on coal has a lot of casualties, and we saw some of those last week with the layoffs by Alpha. And there are some market forces at play, but primarily the major force here is the overreaching of an aggressive environmental protection agency led by the president. And we did a study at ACE recently where we showed that it's not just coal miner jobs that are being lost, but it's power plants. Over 204 power plants are going to be forcefully retired in the next year. Now, what does that mean? That means higher priced electricity for individuals, for businesses, for manufacturing. In fact, it means that there's going to be a scarcity of electricity in parts of the country. That's enough megawatts to power the entire state of Ohio. It's over 40 states that have less megawatt power than that. We don't have a lot of electricity to waste in this country, and the Environmental Protection Agency, the policies that they are promulgating, is wasting that electricity.
Bob, help me understand, somebody who, doesn't know much about the coal industry. How is it, because, President Obama, the Democrats will tell us that these regulations are important to keep our natural resources clean and healthy, and in the end, they benefit us all in that way. Why do you take issue with that?
Well, his own studies show that the benefit to Americans is a fraction of the cost of the destruction of this entire industry. And Megyn, it's a human issue to me. I know the names of my employees who I've already had to lay off and those that will be laid off. These people just want to work in honor and dignity, and this president is denying that. It's not the America I cherish. In the PJM interconnection that has a quarterly auction, that's the 13 utilities east of the Mississippi River, electric power was just bid up for 15 and 16 to 800%, 8 times for 15 and 16 what the power costs are in 11 and 12. He is going to export millions of jobs to China by destroying low-cost electricity in this country for no environmental benefit at all, just to placate his constituents in the radical environmental movement, unionists, elitists, and so forth.
I want to talk to you both about what you're hearing from actual, coal mining towns and people in these coal industries, because they tend to pop up in states that are, for whatever reason, critical swing states, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and others. And I want to talk about whether you think this is going to have an electoral impact right after this break. Don't go away.